Okay guys, so welcome back, and today we're going to be looking at setting up a client, connecting a client system to a domain. Alright, so in the previous video we had installed a domain on 2016, which is Windows Server 2016. Alright, so just to bring you up to speed, we are working from a VM, which is Oracle VirtualBox. Currently have 3 operating systems installed: Windows 10, Windows 11, and Windows 2016, which is Windows Server. Alright, so just to recap, the domain that we had installed, just let me double check that domain name. Alright, so domain it's chopshoptesting.com. Alright, so that's for 2016, and we're gonna connect Windows 11, which is the client, to that domain. Alright, so first step, we're gonna do another method in connecting Windows 10, but for Windows 11 I'm just gonna go through this method. Alright, in IT there's always more than one way to get stuff done. Alright, so I'm just going to show you 2 methods. Alright, so from my PC, this PC, you just right click, you hit properties. Alright, and it's going to take you to a window. Alright, this window. Alright, and from here now we will advanced system settings. Alright, computer name, we're going to click change, and domain. Alright, and the domain now we have, it's chopshoptesting.com. Alright, hit OK. Alright, so here's where now it's going to ask you if we haven't created a user, which we didn't create a user, we're going to use the administrator account to log in. Alright, so this is the admin account on the domain. Alright, just let me double check that password. Hit OK. Right, and that's it, and this system is connected to the domain. Alright, it's gonna ask you to reset, and that should be it. Alright, reset now, and Windows 11 is now restarting to connect to that domain. Alright, previously, apart from connecting to the domain, we had to go in, we had some networking settings which I showed you using Oracle VirtualBox previously in our previous video, that you had to enable the promiscuous mode. Alright, and you have to configure the IP address, which we did in our previous video. Alright, so apart from just what I just did, you also had to prepare the IP address and the enable the promiscuous mode in the VirtualBox. Okay, so this is the final product, Windows 11, that was connected to our domain we previously created. And I'm just verifying what it is. So we will have to do some additional setup as we just connected to the network. We just want to allow everything just to share the network discovery. Just enable this, and file and printer sharing also. Right, this is our current profile that we have selected. Right, so yeah, it's connected to chopshoptesting.com, the domain which was created. So thank you. We're gonna go through the control panel. Alright, so just in the previous method we just went into this PC and we connected the VM from that platform. Right, so prior to connecting a VM, you just want to make sure that you have your networking IP address configured and everything, and we did that in the previous video. Alright, so we're gonna go, if you wanna get a little refresh on that, you can reference the other video where I configure the networking criterias. Alright, so we're gonna hit system. Within from control panel, we're gonna go on system. Alright, so after system, we're gonna come down to advanced system settings. Alright, so from here now we can see where the screen, it looks very similar to the method that we previously used. Alright, we're gonna go on computer name and we're gonna click on change. Alright, and member of domain. Alright, and the domain that we created, just a reference, pull up Windows Server, and we're gonna go here, this PC, properties, chopshoptesting.com. Alright, so this is 2016 now we just pulled up to get our domain name, and the domain is chopshoptesting.com. Alright, click OK. Alright, so at this point it's asking us for the administrator credentials, whereby we didn't create an additional user, we just have the administrator user. Alright, so we're just gonna log in with the credentials that we have. And logging in, and that's it. We connected to chopshoptesting.com domain. Alright, so system is gonna ask us to restart, and we're gonna allow it to restart. Alright, just close up these additional stuff that we have in the background. Alright, and hit restart now. Alright, so it's gonna restart the Windows 10 system. Alright, and the Windows is reloaded, and I'm just gonna double check that it is still connected to the domain, or it is connected to the domain that we created. Alright, it's just logging in. Remember, we're running VM systems. I have 2016 and 2010 currently running right now. Alright, this is ITEC 124 operating system platforms. OS is completely loaded now, and we're just gonna double check. Alright, chopshoptesting.com, and I'm just gonna enable networking systems since it's advanced networking settings. I'm gonna allow file discovery, network discovery, and file and printer sharing in the options, so that everyone on the domain should have access to this system. Alright, advanced sharing. Alright, excellent. Turn on and turn on. Alright, just make sure all networks turn on and click save changes, and that's it. So thank you so much for tuning in.